Hi foodies and welcome to Lunch and Dates with Zama. This time we are out on an adventure. Anyway, today we are at Garlington. This is the most beautiful estate I've ever stepped into, honestly speaking. And we are here to try out their wonderful restaurant. We're gonna taste some food and we're gonna go cooking. Come, let's go. Hi guys, so today we are making Garlington's famous cocktails. I hope we actually enjoy it. So now we're at the bar and we are with a really awesome guy. His name is Shadrach and Shadrach is going to teach us how to make their famous cocktails.
Okay, so yeah, I'm working the money. So for yeah, Napoli sauce, Napolitana sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But
So what come up with the basic
yeah, yeah, I'm going now. Yeah, I'm going to the money. up.
No. Hey. What? And then. Okay, am I doing it right, eh? I just opened. I think we need more sauce.
Yeah.
How many do you put in? Like, do you do?
It's not I'm fine.
You try to not. It's toilet.
Yeah, it's
Like the one that you did, so you pre-make the tandoori chicken.
yeah.
So your whole kitchen is just this.
That's good.
Wow. Okay, let's do this. Okay, fucking done it. I'm thinking, how can you say that? I've already started. What is this guy talking about? Dude, bomb. What? And onions. Okay, do you have it? Nabella. So bad. They're so bad. So bad.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is Sunday.
Alright? That's your chicken, bro. This is so good. Okay, what else? Baby marrow.
Yeah.
With my hand again. Because I'm about to quit it. I love myself baby marrows. I love baby marrows, so I'm definitely gonna just like quite a whole lot of that.
So cheese.
And then it's so cool to cut on the cheese.
Yeah.
What else? Where's the cheese?
Cheese on this.
I'm gonna fancy. Be generous with the cheese. Please. Give me more. And more. No, you can finish some more. Like, I'm not gonna complain. Okay, then what else do we?
This one there is a woman. It's a dish.
So, one on one base.
Yeah, this is yeah.
It is good. Thank you, Chef. We have like real tandoori. Nice. Better than normal cashew. Be generous on the nuts. I don't mind them. Now, father, now 500, yes? Do you need me to do quality control for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No, I just put it whatever way, right?
Alright.
Lungin. Oh, that looks amazing. You got this. So, cheers, guys.
How does it taste?
It tastes like curry, but it's got that nice Asian flavor of that tandoor in it, and it's got that hint of spiciness, but not overpowering. And also, you can just feel that those nuts, those cashew nuts, the yogurts, and mint. This pizza's bomb. It's almost like I just stepped into Asia at Pizza Hut. Hi, so we have Stephanie here. Stephanie is the manager and owner of the Garlington restaurant. It was once known as the kitchen, am I correct?
It was teachers.
Teachers.
Yeah.
Yes, it was known as teachers. I do remember. But I must say, you are living everyone's dream. Because you literally are living everyone's dream.
that's right.
How can you ever be in a restaurant that has such a beautiful view?
It's insane. It is such a gift to be allowed here. I think that is the main thing. A view like this every day in a secure state.
You can never have a bad day just looking at that beautiful view. I promise
Absolutely.
you.
And
You
every
never-
day it is different. Every single day.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So whether the mist is rolling in over the hills or the sun is setting, oh, it's beautiful.
You are actually,
Absolutely stunning.
you are sitting on a gem.
Yeah.
On a gem.
100%.
So what I think I'd really like to know the most is how did you actually come about the whole vibe of having a restaurant here? And is this your first restaurant?
No, so this is a very interesting story actually, because this is a reaction to COVID.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. So we've been involved with Fernhill Hotel in Howick through my folks' place for 31 years. So I'm born and bred in the industry. So really not new to me. But obviously during COVID, I mean, a lot of people talk about restaurants being badly hit, and they don't talk about the hotels. And the hotels actually were the last to get people back.
Yes.
So we actually were on pretty much death's door, which is the story of most establishments.
Yes.
And I jokingly said to a friend who lives here, oh no, you know, we're on the roads. We did the takeaway thing. We were a bit homeless, I said.
As everyone, actually.
Yeah, I was homeless. I was on the road. We
doing-
had our frozen
yes.
meals and pick and pay,
Yes.
which was awesome. We had it in what's it, Spa?
Yeah.
And she said, oh well, we've lost our tenant here, and our restaurant's empty without a tenant. So I said, oh, you know, I can't possibly take that on now. We don't even have money. What are you talking about? And she said, no, well, everything's pretty much here. You might just want to change the decor, which we've done. And it's yours if you want to move in. And so I said no about 6 times.
Are you serious?
Not because of the place. The place is beautiful, but I think when you know we were all under such stress, you know, we
Living
weren't in a
under
good space.
uncertainty,
And then
yeah.
I thought, you know what? It's actually weird times, high risk, high reward. Let's go. So mid-September we said yes last year. 1st of October we opened. We literally called on all our friends and our connections to help paint. I mean, I had one of my best friends painting this panel behind you. I pulled on year-long connections to get in the plants.
This girl's smart.
Help me paint. And
This girl is smart.
so it was, and also I looked at it as this is going to save jobs, because we were standing on the precipice. So many people were. We have to retrench people.
Yes.
Who do you retrench that you consider family?
Yes.
And I say that wholeheartedly. It was a horrific experience. So the team here, they all come from Fernhill. They've all been trained that side. And we've basically, I mean, shame, Mbelo, who's not here at the moment, he went off to Norway, living the big dream, got COVID, couldn't go on the cruise liners anymore, and I said, you know what, come bud, let's go, let's do this thing.
Do it.
So it's been every single one of our team, my words to them were, I don't know what I can pay you, but if you're willing to take the risk and do this with me, let's go. So everyone is here and it's the same team. We've stuck it out, we've slowly increased salaries as we can, and we're trying to just better each other's worlds. So there's no hierarchy, I don't know if you've noticed, there's no manager, there's no food
Yes,
lev.
yes.
I expect everyone to be the same level
Working together.
so that there's no passing the buck.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you must make sure the guests have the most incredible time. Yeah. So it's a very different concept, very family-based concept.
It is a very family-based concept.
So yes, it happened very quickly, which is why we don't have a website yet, but it's coming. So it's I suppose, yeah, one door shut and another door open. And we took
I
the
really,
plunge.
I really like how you just touched on that, and most especially when you touched about COVID. And I think that's how we were actually even born, because we were just literally sitting at home, having to come back home and just doing nice videos of meals that you want to do. I mean, at a certain point, chicken lick and KFC and everyone is gone. So you do like your home, homemade KFC, things like that. And that's how we were actually born. But afterwards, I think we looked at it in the sense that so many people have been hit by COVID that we all, even our mindsets have kind of changed into really being very negative and not looking at good in life and not seeing how much potential we actually do have here in the village, not seeing at how many beautiful spaces and gems that we actually do have. So it's so ironic that you actually touched on that, and to only find that this restaurant is literally built on such a quick time and on such a bad space. But
I kind of feel like it was the perfect marriage. It just needed to we all need to be shaken from our dreams. I was in a comfort zone. Life was perfect, it was the same, you know. And then life was not what it was. And the best growth, and I've heard it, and it's so cliche, but it happens when you're uncomfortable.
It uncomfortable
really did. So, and it's been the most incredible experience because not only do we have all our previous followers, we've got new people, but we've also got the residents.
Yes.
And that's been a very unique experience because you start to know everyone by name, like, and what they like, and it's become again like almost expanding on the family to there.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking is that you are already very family based and you're coming into a community that is already almost like their own family, and you literally just married all together and you just gelled so well. Now, thinking about the fact that you guys started so quickly, did you even have anything in mind when you wanted? Did you have a look or a feel of how you wanted your restaurant to actually be at first?
So basically, my brother and I, so my brother's the chef. I don't know if you know that connection, but he's the chef. My husband is an accountant. So we kind of cover all bases. We often spoke about, we had a restaurant, what would it be? But the one thing is, I mean, I've got 2 kids, but I still like to eat out at nice places. And that's not to do any restaurant down, but I do want to go somewhere that's still enjoyable in a cuisine. You know, the expectation of the cuisine. And we said, but we want a family friendly, but still upmarket enough for date nights and for people who want to go out and have a treat. And we looked at it, and there are not many bistros there. There used to be a thing. There used to be quite a popular thing. And bistros, when you think about them, they're still a great experience for you guys. Like there's that element of feeling relaxed, like you come home. You know. So we had that basic idea. This space is beautiful, so we didn't have to do much. The walls were dark, and it was quite dark in here, which felt wrong because it's such a light space. So we just made it lighter. I am obsessed with plants. So my friend advised me, don't go with real plants. So these are all my plants, which look very real. She said that because if you water them, the mud comes down and ruins everything. So we just made sure we softened it because it feels like we're in nature really.
It's got a very earthy feeling to it.
So not much needs to be done in terms of aesthetic, just to soften it, added a little pops of color, and then the expectation of service excellence has always been at the very core of our ethos. Treat every single person the same way, whether they, I don't care how important you think one person is versus another. Everyone needs to be treated with the same respect and just welcome. You need to feel welcome.
And you guys really do. And you really do. And I think another thing that really popped up for me, most especially when I walked in for the very first time, I think it was the bar area. Somehow the soft jazz music that you play in the background and those high bar tables and that beautiful bar counter somehow just took me back to America or somewhere around America, and it had such a
quite a classic feel.
Yes, a classical feel, and it was beautiful, and it really does set the tone of the entire restaurant. But somehow, weirdly enough, when you step into the other side, you also get another completely different feel. And I think, I don't know if it's because of the pizza oven and literally having
like a warmer feel.
It's a warmer feel. It's more of a family orientated area. And then when you come in here, you could just sit here for a date. You can be here for lunch.
Very much so.
And almost like a more
And
of a
sundown
bistro.
is here.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah. So it's as we grow very, very slowly. So it's a slow process. You know, we're starting to better the place as well. To try and like we've just purchased patio heaters for outside. It's getting cold now for winter. We've gotten some new umbrellas. So we're trying to give back to the space as well because it is a rental space, but we feel we've got an incredible landlord who shares the same vision, who's really backs us, and I think the people who survived have had and have been renting have had amazing landlords at this time. I think we have to obviously give you know, credit where it's due. So it is going to be a thing where you see us evolve, you know, as we can, and we, you know, bit by bit. It's almost like we're starting from like zero, and you're building up.
But you're building at a very beautiful pace, I must say. It's a very beautiful pace. And I really am looking forward to probably popping back here again and having a better experience. But I mean, what other experience am I looking for?
Do you know what? I just think people at their very core want to feel welcome.
Yes.
And everyone's money is so hard earned, especially now, that there's nothing worse than feeling, you know, what did I just spend my money, my hard earned money on? To be treated badly, or to be ignored, or to not get what I asked for, or, you know, so we really do try. And you know, sometimes we probably get it wrong, but we are the first to admit faults. That's the thing. We listen. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I must say, I'm speechless. I am completely speechless. And that is it, guys. From a family-orientated restaurant that literally was just selling frozen meals during the COVID.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And now
just surviving.
you've just made something huge out of it. Yeah. And I'm sure you guys are going to huge spaces. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zama.
I am definitely going to go to the kitchen and have a nice word with your brother now that I know he's your
now
brother.
you can see what's happening in the kitchen. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll most definitely have a chat with him. But everything here has been amazing. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming.
We are with Chef Alex. Chef Alex right here is a natural. He's a born foodie, just like me, guys. Like I've just met a male replica of me. So now Chef Alex is not only a Michelin star chef, but he's worked at quite a few other international restaurants and islands in Tanzania as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I wouldn't say I'm a Michelin star chef, but I've worked in Michelin star
Looking at your
restaurants.
work, though.
Yeah.
Looking at your work. He's
Yeah.
Michelin star, guys. He is Michelin star. He's
Cool.
literally
Thanks.
born from a family of chefs. So you've lived food. You've literally are food.
Yeah, well, since I was born, both my parents were chefs, and yeah, grew up in the hotel. Went to go look around the kitchen all the time,
This is the man you need.
and then
this-
just got sucked into it after school, basically. So.
This is the man you need. He's the guy you need. Okay, so awesome. Chef Alex, what else are we going to do today? Just give us a run through of what you would like us to experience. What are your famous and your signature dishes that you love?
Cool. So we're gonna do pork belly, which is by far our best seller.
Okay.
We've had top billing come and cover our pork belly before.
Oh, nice.
So I have to do that with you, obviously. And then we're going to do a vegan dish, a vegan enchilada bowl,
Okay.
which has got some marinated tofu, some nice aromatic rice and sauce, and it's really, really tasty, sort of Mexican-inspired dish. And then we're going to go on to the desserts, where we'll do another vegan one, which is a hibiscus poached pear mille-feuille, so basically a fancy word for a custard slice. And then we're also going to do a nice simple raspberry and almond white chocolate dessert. Yeah. Which you'll be able to put together yourself.
I'm loving it already. Okay, so
Cool.
let's start. What do you want us to do first? And what are we doing
So
first?
yeah, so for the pork belly, obviously it's a very long process.
Uh-huh.
We're at the end part of it now.
Okay.
So basically, once we cooked the pork belly and compressed it and portioned it, then we pop it into a sort of, I'd say it's a deep fryer, but it's not really.
Okay.
It's just a pan with just below the top of the pork belly. We put it in there, and what it does, because it's been cooking so long and then compressed, it just helps it to really crisp out on the outside. It also adds flavor to it because we recycle that oil until it's obviously too bad. But all that flavor from the aromatics that the pork was cooked with. So the bay, the spices, the apples and cinnamon and that sort of stuff. It actually fuses off into the oil, and yeah, so you get that. And that goes with a nice carrot and ginger puree underneath. So it helps with the plating. We do it on the black plate so that the orange shows up. And then obviously on nice little crispy. So that's what it looks like after it's portioned. But all of the little layers are going to get nice and crispy. Yeah. So there's butter in between every single layer of potato, and obviously seasoning, salt and white pepper. And then yeah, we just get that really crispy.
Awesome. Let me get started. I'm hungry already.
Good. So while those are going,
It's amazing.
so these are the two plates I'm going to use for the. So we put like a blob and a bit onto the plate, and then we just put it through, and we let that heat up a bit.
So you
Obviously,
can
when
warm
we're
it down.
plating a lot of them, we obviously have to heat every element separately, but for this purpose, we'll just heat it on the plate.
Smart thinking.
Yeah.
Smart thinking. Wow.
Yeah. And then the veggies that go with that, we've got our little heirloom beetroots, so different coloured beetroots. We've got some heirloom carrots that we call them hay-baked carrots.
Okay.
So it's something that I learned at a place called the Harvard Arms in London, where you have a tray with your hay in it, and you put some water,
No.
you put a slotted tray on top, and then we roast them like that, and it gets this really nice earthy flavour, but also sweetens the carrots.
Serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Now I'm ready for that.
Yeah. And then Jermaine's just heating up the jus there. So this, as I said, is the jus that we make with all the cooking liquid and vegetables that come out of the shortbread that gets cooked in the pizza oven. So it's got a lot of depth to it, a lot of base flavour that really helps.
Oh, beautiful.
These are just the heirloom carrots, we've got purple, white, orange, and then our nice little golden beetroots. And then it varies as to what we can get. It's all, we try to keep everything nice and seasonal.
Yeah.
How long on the pave? Yeah, so I usually just get that going so it's like ready to go. I put the pak choy on last because I like to put it over the pave just to give it some more height to the dish. But I would like to use as much color as possible in the food because, as you know, you eat with your eyes first. While we're waiting for the pork belly and the pave to get ready, we're going to heat up. This is the Mexican rice mixed with black beans and lentils, and a homemade Mexican sauce that's made with cumin, smoked paprika, all the good stuff.
Oh, so your sister tells me that you guys were doing frozen meals during the COVID and stuff.
Yeah, we were.
So you guys literally started from March, mid-March-ish? Frozen meals?
No, because we weren't allowed to do it during level 5.
Oh, yes, I
So
remember.
only during level 4. And yeah, we were going to the hotel once or twice a week. It would be myself, Jermaine, Samia, Lindsay. We'd go in and we would just spend the whole day prepping all of these frozen meals. And then, yeah, packaging them and sending them
And
off.
look at where they wash you guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty-
It is a good thing
Yeah.
to say that literally you can never just say things are bad because sometimes out of the worst situations those beautiful things emerge out.
Yeah,
Look at you
absolutely.
guys now.
Well, you just have to carry on and make the best.
Yeah, and make the best of
Yeah,
it.
there's no point in falling down. In a heap and nothing, doing nothing.
That's very true.
So now we got the pave, nice and golden brown. You can now see all the different layers.
See all the layers of the potatoes.
So that just sits there.
Beautiful. Wow.
And then you got a nice pak choy for some crunch and green.
Yes. I'm already sold. Like, I'm already ready for it. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and then for the enchilada bowl, what we do, we've got tofu there. And tofu literally tastes like absolutely nothing. So you
Yes,
can
so you
add
try and
things.
add flavor to it.
Yeah.
So what did you add
So we
to it?
marinated in a sort of soy, ginger, honey, chili marinade.
Yes.
I know it's not very Mexican.
Asian-ish.
but
Yeah, it's quite Asian-ish.
yeah, but so it's a fusion dish. dish. But the flavors do it.
How long do you actually soak it for?
Well, this is because Wednesday is our break day, so we only just started to marinate it for this week. Because they were all sold out on Sunday. So, but yeah, they eventually we keep them marinated for about a week. And obviously the longer it's there, the deeper in it goes.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, tofu is a really tough cookie to bear up, but it's the meat of every meat that it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, we try and mix it up, and they've got there's protein in the rice, but the beans and the lentils.
Yes.
So it is a well-rounded dish. Tortilla crispy is literally take a tortilla and we cut it into triangles. Just toast those under the salamander until they like puff up.
Okay.
Nice and crispy. Thank you. So now, nice and crispy.
Nice and crisp.
See?
Yes.
That's how we like it.
I love it.
I got some nice flake salt on top just to soak up any oil that might be there. And then basically once we got to that point, we put over our onion mustard jus, which is nice and glossy.
It's very glossy.
See,
And you can imagine that obviously the gloss is from the juices and the fat.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you just put it in the middle and then around twice. Got like a system.
Yes.
You know, you get used to it. And the reason I do it in the middle is obviously so it goes
It
underneath.
goes underneath. I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so I'd say that's probably our most popular dish. There's days where we can sell up to about 50 of those.
And how many cuts do you normally get at average?
It varies. So I'd say our sort of cap for dinner service would be about 140. And it's similar for lunch. Some days it just doesn't stop. Like Saturdays especially, from breakfast, mid-morning, lunch, mid-afternoon, late lunch tables. Those days are great because they go like this and you're busy the whole time.
Yeah,
you know?
okay, completely slower
Yeah.
days. But clearly, one thing still remains common, that people are really tired of being at home,
Yeah.
especially after having the lockdown drag so long. Everyone just wants to be out.
Yeah. But I think it's also important to offer good fare, you know, and for good prices.
Yeah.
I mean, this plate of food is 110 rand, which is a good price,
That is a
you know,
very good price.
for what you're getting. And everything's done properly. We do everything from scratch. We do it all ourselves, you know. All right. So we've got our sauteed with the rice, black bean lentil rice, and brown rice. So it's a healthy dish.
It is a healthy dish.
And it's substantial as well, you know. It's what I do. I don't like people to leave hungry.
Yeah.
So
Clearly you do.
pop that out nice and easily.
Yeah.
Everything with a kitchen like this, its size is quite small. We have to be quick with our processes.
Yes.
So it's all about
trying
prep.
to be efficient as
Yeah.
possible.
As long as your prep is done, then you're good to go. Because we're doing vegan. Swap over on our green board.
Okay.
And then what we do is we thinly slice.
Well, as thin as possible without it breaking. Tofu.
Oh, you can already see how some of the flavors were getting absorbed into.
Yeah. But you'll also see, like, it's not a train smash if it doesn't get completely into the middle because we're going to put our sauce over the top.
Okay. Beautiful.
Then around the side we do our cover.
Always tell you guys, vegan food is awesome. It's just for the creative mind.
Yeah.
It is really for the creative mind.
And it's easy to do.
It is
It's
really
just not enough. I've always had a large vegan offering, you know, because not everybody really does, and there are a lot of people that respond to it, even people who aren't vegan. You know.
Yeah.
Aromatic sauce.
Okay.
Said tomatoes, onions, garlic, ginger, cumin, smoked paprika, coriander, fried coriander. That goes over the top. And then our tortilla tortilla crust to scoop it all up with.
Man, I'm just ready to eat.
And
I'm
then
just ready to eat.
some nice.
Okay, so that was it. I'm definitely gonna go taste and then be hitting desserts. Chef, high five, my man. That was good. That's good. A girl. This one, she's a G. This one, a real G. This is Tamia. Tamia is going to help us make some yummy desserts. What are we making today?
So we're going to do a vegan dessert, which is a poached pear hibiscus
Okay.
milk. And we're going to do a white chocolate raspberry.
Oh yes.
Which one do you want to
You know, you know I'm already sold. Let's just do it. Whatever, let's do it. Okay.
This is raspberry kiwi, so it's just raspberry
Yes.
oil with some sugar and water.
Alright.
And then you just put a line straight down, stir inside.
Okay.
So you're going to put this on top of it.
Oh really? I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell me that before? Okay. So what are we putting?
So you can take your sponge. This is the almond sponge.
Okay. So what do you soak the almond sponge in?
Nothing. It's just ground almonds, butter, egg, vanilla essence.
That's amazing. What are you Okay.
And then I've cut a line through it so that later on we can put in our chocolate shard. So you can take more coulis, put it down the center.
Down the line.
Yes. And that's just it.
Okay.
So
Mine's peeled.
that's just to help stick the raspberries on.
Okay.
And then you can place your 8
Raspberries.
raspberries.
Now, how do you get raspberries when they're almost out of season like this?
Our secret.
You are just something else, eh?
I'm going to take some of the chocolate and put it on the corner so that we can stick it on.
So what
the
is
side.
that?
So this is just caramelized white chocolate. So you put it in the microwave until it turns
Smells
like
good.
a nice brown color, like caramel. And that's it. And then you put it in the mold, let it sit.
Okay. You do the sticking because I don't trust myself with sticking. So for how many years have you been doing pastries?
Since I started studying, so that's about 4 years.
That's
now.
what you've been mastering.
Exactly.
Wow.
And this is just our rum gels, and then just rum, sugar, and a bit of water. Take our chocolate shards. We're going to stick them in the line that it cuts
On the line, okay.
so that they don't fall off. The toasted almonds, it's just flaked almonds toasted. Other side.
How can I not gain weight when I've got Tamia with me? How can I not?
So we're going to take this is our vegan cream pie, so it's like a vegan custard with
Okay.
just coconut cream,
Okay.
sugar and corn flour. That's it.
Wow. So the corn flour is actually good as an emulsion sauce and it holds
Yes.
it together.
So that it's nice and easy to fry. And then we're going to do the same on the other side.
So wait, what do you soak these in? Looks like
So
they're
it's
already.
just phyllo pastry, and you brush it with a bit of oil, and you dust icing sugar over it, and it helps it just
I can tell it's already a bit glossy and everything. What else did you add on? I wish it was done already. Wow.
And then we're just gonna take some of our fish pears. So because it's vegan, you can't really use like wine and stuff.
Yes.
So it's just a normal sugar syrup, sugar, water, and then a hibiscus.
Okay.
And then you just pop
I
the
love how
pears
you
in
added
it.
the hibiscus in it. Wow. And how famous would you say this? It's doing really well. I can imagine. I'm always looking to try out vegan. Always. So what is this?
This is a buckwheat praline. So we use buckwheat and we toast it a bit in the pot with some oil and sugar. And then you just blend it afterwards, add a bit of oil, and then you have this. And it tastes so nice.
See, I trust you because I know this girl.
You got my bag. The best part of putting it all together.
Yes.
You get a cashew ice cream for this. I'll get it for you.
I'm gonna gain weight, and if I do, you guys please don't judge me. Because how can you not?
Just a ginger combo.
Ginger
So
combo.
how
Okay.
all the ice cream.
Okay.
So we usually use milk for ice cream, but for
Yeah.
vegan ice cream, it's just coconut milk and cashew.
Beautiful. And that's it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Let's go eat and enjoy. Thank you so much.
How was the experience in the kitchen?